First, let's understand how this works. Our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are powerful. They are the language of the universe. When we align our thoughts and emotions with elevated states like gratitude, joy, and love, we send out a powerful signal. This signal acts like a magnet, drawing similar energies and experiences back to us. This is the essence of the quantum model of reality, where everything is energy and we are constantly interacting with the quantum field. So how do you know when the universe is blessing you? Let's explore 5 key signs. The first sign is synchronicities and coincidences. Have you ever thought about someone and they suddenly call or text you? Or maybe you were pondering over a problem, and out of nowhere, a solution appears in the form of a book, a conversation, or an event. These synchronicities are not random. They are the universe's way of saying you are on the right path. When your thoughts and emotions are in harmony with your desires, you start to notice these meaningful coincidences more frequently. They are like breadcrumbs guiding you towards your goals. Think of it this way: your brain is organized to reflect everything you know in your life. When you start seeing these synchronicities, it means your brain is in tune with the quantum field. You are in a state where your inner thoughts and outer reality are beginning to align. Pay attention to these signs. They are affirmations that you are moving in the right direction. The second sign that the universe is blessing you is feeling unusually good or having an unexplained surge of energy. When you are aligned with the universe, your body responds in remarkable ways that reflect this harmony. One of the noticeable effects is waking up feeling more refreshed and energized than usual. You might find that you sleep more deeply and wake up ready to tackle the day with enthusiasm. This renewed sense of energy is not just physical, but also mental and emotional, as you feel more vibrant and alive. Throughout your day, you may experience bursts of happiness or joy for no apparent reason. It's as if a wave of positivity washes over you, lifting your spirits and brightening your outlook on life. These moments of happiness can be triggered by simple things: a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a friend, or even just being in the present moment and appreciating the little joys of life. Additionally, you might notice a significant increase in your overall energy levels. You feel more motivated, focused, and productive in your tasks and activities. This surge of energy isn't just about physical stamina, but also mental clarity and emotional resilience. You find yourself tackling challenges with a newfound sense of confidence and determination. The reason behind these positive changes lies in the elevated emotions that you are consciously cultivating, such as joy, love, and gratitude. When you align your thoughts and feelings with these higher vibrational states, you create a harmonious resonance with the universe's energy. This alignment allows positive energy to flow more freely through you, revitalizing your body, mind, and spirit. For instance, practicing gratitude daily can have profound effects on your well-being. When you take time to appreciate the blessings in your life, whether it's your health, relationships, or simple pleasures, you cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment. This gratitude sends a powerful message to the universe that you are open to receiving more blessings and opportunities. Similarly, embracing feelings of love and joy amplifies your positive energy. When you radiate love towards yourself and others, you attract more love into your life. Acts of kindness, compassion, and forgiveness become natural expressions of this loving energy, creating a ripple effect of positivity in your interactions and relationships. Moreover, the universe responds to your elevated emotions by amplifying the energy you put out into the world. It's like tuning into a frequency where everything flows effortlessly and synchronicities abound. Opportunities, connections, and experiences that align with your highest good effortlessly come into your life because you are vibrating at a frequency that attracts them. Our research shows that elevated emotions create a state of coherence in the brain and heart. This coherence is not just a feel-good state. It's a powerful alignment that enhances your body's natural energy flow. When your heart and brain are coherent, you are in a state of balance and harmony. This state allows you to tap into the limitless energy of the quantum field, which manifests as increased vitality and well-being. The third sign is opportunities seemingly appearing out of nowhere. When the universe is blessing you, doors open effortlessly. These opportunities can come in various forms: a job offer, a chance meeting with someone influential, or an unexpected financial gain. These are not mere accidents. They are the universe responding to your elevated state of being. When you hold a clear intention and combine it with an elevated emotion, you create a powerful magnetic field that attracts opportunities to you. This is the principle of being a magnet for your desires. Your thoughts and feelings are the energy that interacts with the quantum field, drawing experiences that match your inner state. The fourth sign that the universe is blessing you is feeling more connected to yourself and others and experiencing heightened intuition. When you are aligned with the universe, you tap into a deeper sense of connection that enriches your life in many ways. Firstly, this deeper connection often leads to improvements in your relationships. You might notice that you feel closer to the people around you, family, friends, or even colleagues. There's a warmth and understanding that wasn't there before. You find yourself more patient, compassionate, and empathetic towards others because you can sense their emotions and understand their perspectives more clearly. This deeper empathy allows you to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering stronger and more meaningful relationships. Moreover, being connected to yourself means you have a clearer sense of who you are and what you want in life. You feel more grounded and centered within yourself, which helps you make decisions that align with your values and goals. This self-awareness allows you to navigate life with greater confidence and authenticity, as you are no longer influenced by external pressures or opinions. Instead, you trust your own instincts and intuition to guide you towards paths that resonate with your true self. Speaking of intuition, another aspect of feeling connected to the universe is experiencing heightened intuitive abilities. Intuition can manifest in various ways, through gut feelings, inner knowing, or even synchronicities that seem to point you in the right direction. These intuitive nudges are like whispers from the universe, guiding you towards opportunities, decisions, or people that will support your growth and well-being. When you are tuned into your intuition, you become more attuned to the subtle messages and signs that life presents. You may find yourself making decisions that others might question, but you know deep down are right for you. Trusting your intuition means trusting in the universe's wisdom and guidance, even when the logical mind may not fully understand the reasons behind it. For example, you might have a strong feeling to take a particular course, apply for a job, or reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in years. These intuitive nudges often lead to unexpected positive outcomes because they are aligned with the higher plan that the universe has for you. By following your intuition, you open yourself up to new possibilities and experiences that enrich your life in profound ways. Developing your intuition is a practice that involves quieting the mind, listening to your inner voice, and being open to receiving guidance from the universe. Meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature are powerful ways to enhance your intuitive abilities. These practices help you cultivate a deeper connection with yourself and the universe, making it easier to recognize and trust your intuitive insights. The fifth and final sign that the universe is blessing you is a profound sense of inner peace and calmness. When you are aligned with the universe, you feel a deep and lasting sense of tranquility inside. This inner peace is a clear indicator that you are in sync with the positive energy around you. When we talk about inner peace, it's important to understand that it doesn't mean your life is perfect or that you won't face challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and obstacles will always come your way. However, having inner peace means that you maintain a sense of calm and balance even when things are not going smoothly. You have a stable foundation within you that helps you navigate through difficult times with grace and resilience. Imagine you are a ship sailing on the ocean. The waters can be calm and serene, or they can be rough and stormy. Inner peace is like having a strong anchor that keeps your ship steady no matter how the waves are. This anchor is your connection to the universe, your sense of trust that everything will be okay. This inner tranquility comes from the knowledge and belief that you are on the right path and that the universe is guiding you. When you feel this way, you are not easily shaken by external events. You have a deep understanding that everything happens for a reason and that there is a bigger plan for you. One way to recognize this inner peace is by noticing how you react to stressful situations. In the past, you might have felt anxious, worried, or overwhelmed when faced with problems. But now, you approach these situations with a sense of calm. You might still feel concerned, but there is a part of you that remains peaceful and centered. This is because you trust that the universe has your back and that everything will work out in the end. Inner peace also means that you are more present in the moment. You are not constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Instead, you focus on the here and now, appreciating each moment for what it is. This presence allows you to experience life more fully and to find joy in the simple things. When you have inner peace, you also notice that your relationships improve. You are more patient, understanding, and compassionate towards others. You don't get easily irritated or upset by other people's actions because you have a sense of calm within yourself. This makes you a more pleasant person to be around and helps you build stronger, more meaningful connections with others. Another sign of inner peace is that you find it easier to let go of things that no longer serve you. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a stressful job, or negative thoughts, you are able to release them without much struggle. You understand that holding on to these things only disrupts your peace, and you are willing to make changes for your own well-being. This profound sense of calmness also allows you to handle uncertainty better. Life is unpredictable, and not knowing what the future holds can be scary. But with inner peace, you are able to embrace the unknown with confidence and trust. You know that the universe is always working in your favor, even if you can't see the bigger picture yet. To cultivate this inner peace, it's important to engage in practices that help you connect with yourself and the universe. Meditation is a powerful tool that can help you quiet your mind and find stillness within. Taking time each day to sit in silence and focus on your breath can create a sense of calm that carries through the rest of your day. Practicing gratitude is another way to enhance your inner peace. When you focus on the things you are thankful for, you shift your energy to a more positive state. This helps you see the good in every situation and maintain a sense of tranquility even during tough times. This inner peace comes from knowing that you are in alignment with your higher self and the universe. You trust the process of life, knowing that everything is unfolding for your highest good. This trust and peace are powerful indicators that you are receiving blessings from the universe. Now, how do we cultivate these signs and ensure we stay in alignment with the universe? Gratitude is a powerful emotion that elevates your state of being. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. This shift in focus changes your energy, aligning you with the frequency of your desires. Start each day by listing things you are grateful for. This simple practice can create profound changes in your state of being. Meditation is a tool that helps you tune into the quantum field. When you meditate, you quiet your mind and connect with your inner self. This connection allows you to align your thoughts and emotions with your higher self. Meditation also creates coherence in your brain and heart, enhancing your ability to attract blessings from the universe. Visualization is a technique that involves imagining your desired future in vivid detail. When you visualize, you create a mental image of what you want to achieve. Combine this with elevated emotions like joy and gratitude, and you create a powerful magnetic field that draws your desires to you. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your goals and feeling the emotions of having already achieved them. Trust is a crucial element in aligning with the universe. When you trust the process, you let go of the need to control how and when things will happen. This trust creates a state of openness and receptivity, allowing the universe to deliver blessings in unexpected ways. Remind yourself that the universe has a perfect timing for everything, and your job is to stay aligned and open. Being present means fully engaging with the current moment. When you are present, you are not caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. This presence creates a state of flow where you are in sync with the natural rhythm of life. Practice mindfulness and bring your attention to the present moment. This state of presence allows you to notice and appreciate the signs that the universe is blessing you. So recognizing the signs that the universe is blessing you involves tuning into the subtle energies around you. Synchronicities, unexplained good feelings, opportunities, heightened intuition, and inner peace are all indicators that you are in alignment with the quantum field. By practicing gratitude, meditating, visualizing, trusting the process, and staying present, you can enhance your connection with the universe and attract more blessings into your life. When you feel differently inside of you, you pay attention to whoever or whatever caused that. And that event in and of itself is called a memory. To wait for our environment to give us relief, the quantum model of reality is about cause and effect, which means when you feel whole, you begin to heal. When you feel empowered, you're going to be successful. When you're worthy enough, you'll feel abundant. When you're in love with life and in love with yourself, you will find an equal, or it will find you. And when you are in awe of the moment, the mystical is going to bless you in a way that you never anticipated. And when you are in a state of gratitude, your job is on the way. That's causing an effect. And by the way, what is the emotional signature of gratitude? Don't you give thanks when you get something or you receive something? So then, what if you were to begin to give thanks or feel thanks before it manifested? Would your body, as the unconscious mind, believe it's in the future experience, in the present moment? Because gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And so we don't pray in our work to have our prayers answered. We get up as if our prayers are already answered. It is that state of mind and body that I know that requires a clear intention and an elevated emotion. And the clear intention is an act of the mind and the brain. And an elevated emotion is when you open your heart. When you combine those two elements, you just move from living in your past to living in your future. So then, here's the question. Can you believe in a future that you can't see or experience with your senses yet? But you've thought about enough times in your mind that your brain is literally changed to look like the experience has already occurred. And can you fall in love with a future potential that already exists in the quantum field? And how many potentials exist in the quantum field? Infinite potentials in the quantum field. Can you select a new potential in the quantum field and emotionally embrace that future reality before it's made manifest to such degree that your body, as the unconscious mind, is believing it's living in that future reality in the present moment, and you're signaling new genes and new ways? If there's physical evidence in your brain and body to look like the experience has already happened, there's evidence there physically. By thought alone, relax, because the experience is going to find you. There's an intelligence that's giving you life right now. It's keeping your heart beating and digesting your food and organizing trillions of functions in every single cell of your body. It's organizing mutations in your DNA. There's some invisible force that's giving you life. But that same intelligence that's keeping your heart beating and digesting your food is the same intelligence that's creating supernovas in distant galaxies and causing flowers to bloom. It's both personal and universal. It's within you and it's all around you. And you can't see it and you can't smell it and you can't taste it and you can't feel it, but it is the giver of life. And it is a consciousness, and consciousness is awareness. And awareness is paying attention. And it is the observer observing you into life. And you know, when I tell our advanced students, either you're going to be defined by a vision of the future or the memories of the past. And then people say, why are you so bitter? Why are you so frustrated? Why are you suffering so much? And your brain, in that emotion, you're in the emotion, which means you're in the chemical residue of the past, is going to call up the event because you're emotionally connected to it. And you're going to say, I'm this way because of that past experience. So then imagine what I do with people. We have people that have been abused. We have people that have been traumatized, that have been assaulted. We have people that have had very, very difficult pasts. And have you ever heard me say to revisit the event? Have you ever heard me say that? Never do we need to revisit the event, because once you do, you open the box. But what we want to do is overcome the emotion, because that's just what's lasting from the event. So you sit a person down, and the moment you sit them down, what do you think the body's going to do? It's going to look for something to recreate that emotion, because that's the person's identity. Are you with me still? So if I make the person, if I inspire the person to sit there, and they're sitting there, and all of a sudden they're noticing that they're hot and they're irritated and their stomach is twisting, and all of a sudden it's a group of sensations, a group of feelings that they have called all along frustration. But the different sensations, the moment you name it, it becomes an emotion. But what it is just bodily sensations. It's energy that's stuck in the body. So then I started seeing, okay, let's see if we can teach this, be able to reproduce the outcome, because that's science, right? The first one was that they all believed and accepted that there was an intelligence that lived within them that was giving them life. And then these people you interviewed who had had injuries that overcame. No, these are people were with cancer, MS, Lou. This Parkinson's disease got better. Yeah, just spontaneously, it's called a spontaneous for you. I mean, so I believe there was an intelligence, there was some invisible life force they were connected to that. They felt like they had lost their connection till they became separate and disconnected from. And that when they got the diagnosis, they woke up and said, man, I got to connect again, and I got to connect to my essence. And so they developed a relationship with it. Just like you develop a relationship with anybody, it takes time. You got to be present. You got to connect. You got to experience. You got to be present. All of these things are important elements. So that was the first thing. The second thing was that they realized that it was the mismanagement of their emotions and the hormones of stress that really began to create their condition. Now stress is when your brain and body are knocked out of balance. The stress is when your body's not that of homeostasis. We have an innate mechanism in our body that returns us back to order. So then if someone cuts you off on the LA freeway, you have an emotional reaction, but 15 minutes later, you're back to driving and you're over it. Right? That's all organisms in nature can tolerate short-term stress. Everyone's all day long, all week, all year. Yeah, so if you're reacting to like a Tyrannosaurus, Rex is chasing you, you have to make a decision. Am I going to use 20% of my energy? I'm going to use 100%. So it turns out when you're reacting to traffic 200%, all right, after reacting to your coworker sitting in the cubicle next to you, you're turning on that response, and what was once very adaptive becomes very maladaptive. Because when you turn on the stress response and you can't turn it off now, you're headed for disease, because nobody can live in emergency mode for that extended period of time. Well, human beings, we can turn on the stress response just by thought alone. You can think about your problems and you're producing the same biological effects. So those chemicals give the brain and body a rush of energy, and people become addicted to that rush of energy. So now they use the problems and conditions in their life to reaffirm their addiction to that emotion. They need the bad job, they need the poor relationship. So that means they become addicted to the life that they don't even like. Why do we need the bad job or bad relationship and stay stuck? Because it's a conditioned response. So listen, if you get angry at a coworker and all of a sudden you get arousal in your brain and body, right? You get a rush of energy. When you start noticing that your body starts dropping, your brain starts noticing your energy starts dropping, you're automatically going to have the image of the coworker in order to give your body the jolt, right? So all of a sudden people become addicted to their own thoughts, right? So these people realize that, oh my God, I've been mismanaging my attention and energy, and I got it. I got to get beyond my past. I got to get beyond these emotions. I got to make some big changes. I got to break the habit of being myself. I got to stop being this person. Now that sounds really good theoretically and philosophically, but change is such a hard thing. All right, because the moment you come back to your senses and you step back into your life and you see that person or you go to that place or you're with that experience, so many people are unconsciously reacting in their thoughts and feelings to everything in their environment. So now their environment is controlling how they think and feel. So they realize that in order to change, they've got to be greater than their environment, greater than the conditions in the world, greater than the circumstances in life. Be mindful of that every time it comes up, to be like, okay, I'm going to think differently. I'm not going to react this way. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back, because the moment you start reacting emotionally, emotions are a record of the past. And if those emotions are driving your thoughts, you're thinking in the past. And if you can't think greater than how you feel, and you believe your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, you're creating more of your past, right? So it turns out that the repetition of thinking and feeling and thinking, these loops that people get caught in, condition their body to subconsciously become the mind of that emotion, which means now their unconscious mind is believing they're living in the same past experience, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I kind of move past the word visualization because I think it kind of conjures up a little bit too much of a spiritual association. The word that's used in science is called mental rehearsal. In mental rehearsal, there's two types of mental rehearsal. There's what's called internal mental imaging, which means you're in the scene as the first person experiencing it. And then there's called external mental imaging, which is you're observing yourself in the scene. Turns out that when you are actually in the first person and not the third person, that action of rehearsing what you're doing produces the strong biological change. Now let's talk about this. You can take a group of people that have never played the piano before, and you can do a functional brain scan on them, and then you can teach them one-handed scales and chords, and they'll practice those chords 2 hours a day for 5 days. At the end of 5 days, they grow a whole new set of circuits on the opposite side of the brain. Well, that makes sense. You learn something new. Learning is making new synaptic connections. You get your body involved with some instruction. When you get your body involved, you're going to have a new experience. Experience enriches the brain. You pay attention to what you're doing. You've got to pay attention and stay present. And if you repeat it over and over again, firing and wiring, you assemble new networks of neurons equal to your experience. Nothing new there, but you can take a group of people and you can have them close their eyes, do a brain scan on them before the experiment. I had some intense experiences with Kundalini energy. It felt like I was being plugged into a power socket, making me aware of every part of my body. We often use our whole lives to try to make something great happen, and it's a real paradox. When you start to change and grow, you honor your free will. So if someone thinks they can just wait for a luxury car to show up, that's not how it works. To create real wealth, you need to be in a new state of being. Just like gold makes gold, you can't create gold from lead. Our job is to transform our negative emotions, like anger, fear, and anxiety, into positive energy. Right on the other side of our pain is freedom, and right after our lack is abundance. Fear transforms into courage, and it's all the same energy, just stuck in our bodies. When we change that energy, we can start to create our future. When you reach a higher state of being, where you're expanded and in love with life, you can't go back to who you were before. If you practice this state daily, it will become familiar. If you're aiming for wealth, you can't think in terms of lack, because a wealthy person doesn't do that. You can't feel unworthy or like there's not enough if you want to be wealthy. You need to let go of those old beliefs and move into a new state of being. Once you're in that state, you can't just wait for things to happen. You need to make choices from this new place. Trust the unknown. If you hesitate, you doubt your creation and go back to your old ways. The miraculous happens when you step out of your comfort zone from your new, unlimited self. You'll see amazing results and be glad you took the leap. To make these changes, you need to focus on your brain and body. There are two key times when your subconscious mind is most open: when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. In the morning, as you wake up, your brain moves from deep sleep waves, delta, to lighter waves, theta and alpha, and then to active thinking waves, beta. At night, the process reverses. When you wake up and see light, your brain starts making serotonin, which helps you stay alert. As it gets darker, serotonin changes into melatonin, which helps you sleep. Serotonin gets your brain into beta waves, making you more aware of the outer world. During meditation, when you close your eyes and block out light, your brain shifts to alpha and then theta waves. This state helps you focus on your inner world. If you wake up early, your brain might be in theta or alpha waves, which are great for subconscious work. If you go to bed late, you might stay in alpha waves, which can boost creativity. To change your brain patterns, you need to move from beta to alpha and then to theta. Theta is a state where your body sleeps, but your mind stays awake, making it easier to change quickly. If you go too far, you'll reach delta waves, which are deep sleep. To meditate effectively, avoid doing it in bed to prevent slipping into delta too soon. When your brain is in the right state, you'll see incredible changes. The body relaxes and the nervous system activates. Most of our thoughts and feelings come from past experiences and memories. Our brain reflects what we know and has a record of everything we've learned.